Good morning. It may or may not be the shortest day of the year. It's December 21st. I forget if it's the 20th or the 21st, but it's like 7:10 a.m. I am somewhere I've never been, the San Tan Mountains, San Tan Regional Park. The reason is because I am scouting out the course for the San Tan Scramble, which is in 3 weeks or just under 3 weeks from today. I'm using the 50K as a tune-up run for Black Canyon. So I figured I'd get out, scout out the course. I'm gonna do about 21 or 22 miles today. There's a loop, which you do 3 times in the race. I'm gonna do it twice today. This is going to be about 10.6 miles, and I'm going to come back to the car, get new water bottles, and have a gel. 10.64 miles with 1217 feet of elevation gain, so I have to do this basically 3 times in the race. Like I said, I'm going to do it twice now, so I'm going to be on the San Tan Trail, the Dynamite Trail, and then the Gold Mine Trail. And I guess at the end of the loop going clockwise, there's a big, meaning like 500 feet and like a mile. That's the big climb on the course. So we'll see if that's runnable or not. Maybe it is for the first loop, but maybe it won't be on the second and third loop. So based on the elevation profile, there's like 4 little climbs. The first 3 of them, the first 3 go up, I don't know, 200 or 300 feet. And then, like I said, the last one's like 500 feet. So basically you're going up for, I don't know, a mile and a half, then down for a mile and a half, then just do that like 4 times. So I'm on the first, you know, you can't really call it a climb, but it is uphill to one of these little saddles, I'm guessing. Whew. But the weather's perfect. All right, so we're about a mile and a half in. Very smooth so far. I think we're about to hit the high point right here of the first, again, of 4 bumps on the loop. Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh, a little up, steepest part of the course. So yeah, there's a bench. Yeah, this is the first high point. Great views. Really nice views. You can see Picacho and Newman down there. So yeah, first bump down, and 3 more to go on the loop. Pretty nice views though. All right, so the south side has a bunch of little washes that are kind of annoying. They're like 10-foot drops and regains. So I think we're on the up. I don't know if we're going to a saddle on the left or the right. The high points are 1.5, 4, 6, and 9 miles into the clockwise loop. So I think we're going up again, because I can feel myself slowing down. Anyway, probably 3.5 miles in. About to be in the sun. All right, I think at this bench we're hitting high point number 2. I'm gonna quick check the map. All right, yeah, high point 2, about 4 miles in. It's the first time I've looked at the map. Luckily, I'm still on trail, but at some point I'm gonna need to look, because I'm gonna hit some junctions. So anyway, I think we're about 35 miles in, or 35 minutes in. So I got it downhill now. Next high point is at 6, I think. So mile down and mile up, roughly. All right, somewhere up there is, I think, our third high point. You can see it switches back up. So we're probably 5.5 miles in, over halfway around the loop. There's a lot of hikers out here. I'm surprised. So yeah, still running the whole thing. High point number 3. Now look at the map. Have a gel. Looks like we're on this for a while. So yeah, that's a good little climb. Not too long though. So let's eat some calories, keep moving. We're in the shade now. So the backside of climb 3, you're just on this like double track, kind of following this drainage down all the way out to close to the houses. And whenever we hit the low point, that's actually the low point of the loop, which will be around 7.5 or 8 miles. I think more like 8 miles. So we're probably approaching 7 at this point, but still in the shade, which is nice. Hey. All right, so we've hit a major junction. I think we're around the low point, and now we're heading up the gold mine trail. So somewhere up here, 500 foot above us, is our last climb. So this might suck. I'm gonna try to run it though. All right, well, we're on the climb. It's pretty rocky and loose. So I think I'm just gonna hike it, which means in the race, I'm definitely gonna hike it. So yeah, I don't think I'm saving anything by trying to run up this thing. But I don't know. So yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be a slow mile. 15-minute mile maybe. Well, this is no joke. It's a steep rocky ascent. There's no way anyone is running this in the race unless you're like Killian or something. Yeah, I think up in the sun is our high point. So another 100 feet, almost there. Yeah, all right, I think we're, maybe not. Hey, let me check the map, see which way I gotta go. All right, right at the end, about a half mile left to the car. You take a left on the little something trail. But I can see the parking area out in the distance. So I think we're about half mile left to the car. Man, that climb's gonna suck, especially on loop 3. If it was hard on loop 1, can't imagine what it's gonna be like 30 miles in. So anyway, almost down to the car. All right, we're back to where the start finish is. We are at 94 minutes, so hey, just under 9-minute pace. So I'm gonna get a gel, more water, and I need to go to the bathroom. I don't think I'm gonna bring the camera on the next loop because it's the same thing, but I'll check in after. I'd like to try to do it around the same time, but inevitably I think it's gonna be a little slower. So 94 minutes for the first loop. That's fine. I was hoping maybe 90, but that was probably best case scenario. So yeah, now I got another loop to go and I'm gonna go the other direction. All right, so I'm done loop 2. 1 hour 41 minutes. So slowed down by 7 minutes on loop 2.
I was hoping for closer to a 5-minute slowdown, but it's tough. I was basically reduced to a walk up the last climb. It's hard between like climbs 1, 2, 3 going clockwise. There's a lot of little baby ups and downs, so you don't actually, I got confused what was the high point. So anyway, so an hour 41 and an hour 34, so 3:15 if I'm doing my math right. But then of course I had, you know, I'll have the aid stations. I took like a bathroom break and stuff, so it was longer than it would be in the race. So, you know, 3:15 moving time, maybe 3:20 if you count for some sort of aid station. But yeah, not that easy. So I think my goal time should be under 5. I think 4:40 is out of the question basically, because I'd be like another 10 minutes slower probably this next loop. So anyway, that was it for the San Tan Mountain Loop Scramble course preview. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them for you, although I assume most people are local who are doing the race.